the award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And good afternoon to a beautiful day here at USJ Softball, another big-time district game, and we're going to bring it to you via our YouTube facilities, and we are going to have a great time today. The coaches are exchanging lineups. A little bit late getting on the air. It's 4:55. Game time is due for 4 o'clock, but several factors led to that, none of which are Worthy Road Studios' fault, but are USJ's. Just some things happen that cause you to be late, outside influences, but we're not going to miss a single pitch. And, of course, big district game here. Obviously, USJ wants to keep winning. They're in control. They got a 2-game lead over their closest competitor, which is Tipton-Rosemark. And of course, they've still got some district games, this being one of them, one with Jackson Christian School. They've already defeated Tipton-Rosemark twice. Coach Robert Kraft brings his team in. Both of these teams have been to state tournaments before, multiple state tournaments. Both of them have won state tournaments. You know, one pitcher I think of in the past from here at USJ is Becca Morris. Just happens to pop in. The Renfro girls pitched for TCA when they were winning those state titles. And it's going to be a great ball game, although right now USJ on a roll after that 15-hit attack, 10-run rule game. 3 hits apiece by Polk and Ayers. Some other young ladies contributed well, and Emerson Fair pitched a daydream of a game, a great one, only giving up 2 hits and striking out 8 in a shutout win. And we're going to check our USJ lineup very quickly. And let's see if the old camera picked it up. We sometimes get in a hurry. And just what I thought, Emerson Fair will be on the mound again today. And the USJ starting lineup will be Brady, Polk, and we'll give you positions later. Ayers, Prater, Raines, Fair, Sierra West starting today, Ella Davis, and also Teagan Timberlake. Now, for the Lady Lions of TCA, wearing number 22, Abby Davis, playing third base. Number 3, A.G. Smith, playing shortstop. Wearing number 6, Riley Hidrago. She's going to be playing center field today, and we remember her from basketball, and another one of her basketball friends. Number 2, Annalise Friend, will be catching, followed by Tinley Allen, who wears number 10 and plays second base. Number 18 is Edie Davis, the first baseman. 24, Reagan Wilburn, will be on the circle today, or in the circle. That's the proper way of saying it. 17, Emmy Bunch will be playing left field. Emma Goins will also be starting, and I believe Rager, yes, Emma Rager is the flex player. That's the batting order, and we'll get those all set up for. We're going to take a short timeout, and when we come back, let's take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have more about this important district game.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast. Because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
Back on a beautiful day, almost a high sky. There's a few wisp of clouds out there. We're going to check the temperature for you. It's 83 degrees. There will be wind gusts up to 21 miles an hour and partly cloudy conditions expected up to 7 p.m. And they're going to introduce the two teams here in just a moment. And we'll tell you USJ comes in 16-4-1. TCA comes in 4-6. Both teams playing a very tough schedule. Abby Davis, wearing number 22, will lead off. In the second spot, number 3, A.G. Smith. And in the third spot, Riley Hidrago. And cleaning up today is Annalise Friend, wearing number 2. In the fifth spot, Tinley Allen wears 10. In the sixth spot, number 18, Edie Davis. In the seventh spot, 24, Riley Wilburn. In the eighth spot, 17, Emma Bunch. And in the ninth spot, Emma Groans. Flex player will be Emma Rega. They're coached by Robert Kraft. And we are waiting on the USJ team. They are out there, and then we'll have the national anthem after that.
And now for your USJ Lady Bruins. Left fielder, number 6, Kinsley Brady.
Okay, Brady will be leading off and playing left field.
Your center fielder, Maddie Polk.
Center fielder, Maddie Polk.
Shortstop, Halen Ayers.
Halen Ayers playing shortstop and hitting third, hitting fourth. Okay, Prater. And then Raines is catching today.
First base, Sierra West.
West also in there today.
Davis. And your right fielder, Tegan Timberlake.
And your right fielder today is Tegan Timberlake. She'll be hitting in the ninth spot. And let's take a timeout. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Personalize your style at Kaufman's Design Center. From fabric to finish, you choose the details so it's made to order just for you. Consult with a Kaufman's Design Team expert today. Relax, you're home.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And we are back. Flag blowing hard, district ball game. The 16-4-1 USJ team who does have a tie coming off a victory. TCA 4-6 coming off a 10-8 loss to Tipton Christian. Emerson Fair on the mound, the winner of yesterday's game. She threw a two-hitter the last time these two teams played. I believe the score was 12-0 in favor of USJ. Emerson Fair was on the mound that day, I believe, threw a two-hitter. Now, TCA comes in here, though, hitting .317 overall. So don't let that fool you. They can hit. Emerson Fair is a very good pitcher, though, also, people. If needed, Parker Nichols, the 8th grader, and, of course, Tegan Timberlake can throw some softballs up there. Throw down, the ball brought up to Fair in the circle.
Number 22, Abby Davis.
Abby Davis, number 22, a junior, hitting .500 on the season. This is a very young TCA team. Donovan and Hidrago, probably the only seniors Hidrogo is I get several corrections given to me, but they're different ones. But anyway, the first pitch moved right in there. So no balls, 1 strike, and we are ready to play a little softball. Second pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Fair's got her sign from the circle. The lefty pitches and fouled off. Hanging tough there was Davis. This is Abby Davis. There's also Edie Davis wearing 18. She's a freshman. Infield at normal depth today. And the first strikeout. So Davis strikes out. And that brings up A.G. Smith, the shortstop, wearing number 3. Avery Grace Smith, an 8th grader, hits .333. A lot of young players, just like we've got several 8th graders that play for USJ. Infield of West, Davis, Ayers, and Prater. Outfield from right field, Timberlake, Polk in center, Brady in left. There's a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Raines catching. Emerson Fair on the mound. Lefty checking her bracelet, if you want to call it that, armband. They show bunt. They'll tag her out. Good play that time, and that was wise by West. You can see the veteran status where West has done this once or twice before. She's a junior. Score that one 3U. That's first baseman unassisted for the second out. I thought USJ's defense reacted well and handled that one well. 2 outs in the inning. Brings up the third place hitter, Riley Hidrogo. And she has 1 home run on this year. She's got several RBIs. We'll check those for you later. Plays a mean game of basketball, too. She's a hustler on the floor. That one in there for a strike. And I'm going to get Ben, if he will, to help me. Ben, while I'm calling, if you'll get that window up a little higher, I'm looking right through that bar. That pitch high and inside, and it don't. Oh, it's got to go up a whole lot. And we're talking while we do it. Let me move out of his way. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. And there we go. I can see the whole game now. They're good men. Swing and a miss. She had a rip at it, but I'm going to tell you what, that was a rise ball, and you could see it moving. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. No runners on. 2 outs in the inning. Straight away in the outfield. That one fouled away, out of play. Over on the nice concrete surface. Beautiful field. If you've not been here, you owe it to yourself to get down here and see it. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Now you'll hear some wind today. That's okay. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Riley hanging tough. She came into this game hitting .318. And again, I told you, it's a .317 overall batting average, so they're a good hitting team, but good pitching going against good hitting. That one outside evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs, no runners on. Of course, Coach Ayers of USJ able to play several combinations. Got a couple of changes from yesterday's lineup. Runs the count to 3-2. Doesn't want to lose this one. You want to go 3 up, 3 down. 12 pitches thrown by Emerson Fair so far. That's about the number you want to throw. The 13th pitch from the circle on the way. Got him. And that one is a little line cutter or edge there. So no runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base at the end of 1/2 inning of play. It's TCA nothing with USJ coming to bat. Let's take a timeout from the Worthy Roads and BallGame Blitz Network.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And 1, baby.
Thanks. Baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We are back for the bottom of the first. USJ will send Brady, Polk, and Ayers up there. If needed, Prater. On the mound is an 8th grader, Reagan Wilburn. Wears number 24. She'll also hit 7th in their lineup. And again, remember, this is both teams have 8th graders playing today and several 8th graders up on the varsity squad. Left-handed slap-hitting Brady. Kinsley Brady hitting 274.
Batting for 6, Kinsley Brady.
Kinsley had a good day at the plate also and made a couple of outstanding catches yesterday. A lot of enthusiasm out of the USJ dugout. And when Miller throws outside, catching today for USJ is Annalise Friend. The 1-0 pitch fouled off, evens the count at 1-1. Interesting situation. Friends wearing number 12. They don't have a 12 on the roster. Our normal number is 2. Sometimes something happens. You have to change. I know in basketball when I was coaching, I used to take a blood uniform with me in case somebody bloodied their nose and it got on it. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Watch the footwork for that slap hitters have. Now, Maddie Polk's footwork is, well, obviously she's a senior, going to play at UTM. But Brady's is good, and the kids improve with the slap hitting. Those colleges like those slap hitters. They want some power hitters, but they like the slap hitters too. Catcher tries to improve the pitch positioning a little bit, but to no avail, makes it a 3-1 count. Wind blowing briskly straight out to center field. Somebody gets one up in the air, it might get carried. Guster up to 21. The 3-1 pitch from the circle on its way. Hit to the shortstop. Short to first by a step, and there's 2 out, or 1 out in the inning. I was about to get ahead of myself. Maddie Polk coming up. 6-4, that is Smith to Davis. 1 out. Maddie Polk, who had 3 hits yesterday, scored the first 2 runs for USJ yesterday. Also a left-handed slap hitter, can hit for power. Some people would call that a power slap that she has. And see, watch the footwork, and she very good at it. I understand she's got a little sister that'll be coming on to play in a few years too. But the little sister's a pretty good basketball player too. Maddie played some for the Lady Bruins, but her main sport is softball. That one's outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Third baseman up about 7 steps in front of the bag, off the line about 5 steps. First base is back, so they will use the pitcher in third to field if she slaps it or bunts it. Shortstop at normal depth, second at normal depth. There is a slight gap in left center field. Center fielder straight away, right straight away, left fielder shading a step or 2 towards that left field line. Now that one the umpire liked is 3-1. But that's a pitch that Polk, unless she sees one she wants to do something with, didn't have to do anything with it. She could take it. Still up 3-1 in the count, a hitter's count. 1 out. Wilburn ready. That one is inside. They didn't give her anything to operate, but she's a dangerous runner, stole a base yesterday. Here comes the young lady who has 7 home runs on the year, hitting over 600. Matter of fact, if you want to get exact, she's hitting 630. Open stance, will stride towards the pitcher. You don't want to throw anything in her wheelhouse because she can lose it for you. This one, a base hit to the left side. Polk was running anyway, and she'll advance. It'll be second and third after a single, and advancing on the throw to second. Ayers at second. Polk all the way to third, and there are runners on base. If the bases were loaded, we'd say ducks on the pond. Prater playing third base today. She has 3 home runs. Prater hitting a cool .391. And that's a pretty good average right there. Almost 4 hits in every 10 times advanced. Open stance. She swings at that one. That one moved, had a little movement on it. Looked like it was starting over the outside edge of the plate and moved away. Could be natural movement on the fastball. Might have been a little curve action. Moved pretty fast, though. 0-1 pitch popped up in the air. This one it's dropped by the no infield fly rule. The throw to try to get Polk, but the pressure, she slides in and tags the plate with her hand. So Prater gets on with an E4. That's an error on the second baseman. She's at second. Ayers at third. 1 run is in. That was Polk sliding in and had to reach out and touch it with her hand. And catching today, Lauren Raines comes up there. Wilburn's thrown 11 pitches. Raines hitting .279. She has 10 RBIs, though, on the season. Here's one drilled on the ground. It'll score. And that one went through the wickets. And another run has scored. We'll check it out and see how they score that one. Ayers has scored. Raines is on base, and this brings up Emerson Fair, who can help her own cause, be a courtesy runner for Raines. Wilburn on the mound, trailing 2-0 at this point. And that was scored an error, Raines was by the shortstop. So 2 errors hurting TCA. Here's one. It could be a double play ball. Steps on second for 1, throws to first. It's a twin killing, and that will end the inning. So Fair hits into a double play. 6-4, and that ends the inning, but 2 big runs were scored. We'll come back with the top of the second with USJ leading 2-0 over TCA.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime.
Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
And we are back here. Friend steps up to the plate according to the batting order we got. Like I said, she's wearing 12. Her normal number is 2. And the roster I have does not have a 12 on it. One ball, no strike pitch from Emerson Fair against the lefty. I was going to say that one looked pretty good. Yesterday, I was used to the fist going up, and that gentleman was quick. This gentleman throws the finger out to the side a little bit. And so I'll have to adjust. It's 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss. And, boy, Fair brought I call it the Von Ryan Express in honor of Nolan Ryan for softball. That was the fastball. Remember, 77-mile-an-hour fastball is something like a 97-mile-an-hour fastball in. Now, we don't have a radar gun, so I can't tell you the speeds. This one fouled away. It's 1-2 still with the count. First hitter of the inning is the catcher, Annalise Friend, who is a very good basketball player also. She's a multi-sport athlete. Left-handed hitter. Fouls this one off, and now she is not a slap hitter. She swings with power, takes the normal stride. And you're not seeing the slap. There is a defense called the slap defense that teams do employ against slap hitters. Here's one drilled, and this time it should be a base hit. Davis couldn't get to it. So one runner on here in the top of the second, no outs. Tenley Allen, wearing number 10, comes to the plate for her first appearance. USJ looking for 2. Allen steps 1 foot out to call a little time, checks out her third base coach, Robert Kraft, the head coach. Fair's ready. She rocks from the circle. This one hit on the ground. And they will call it out. I thought at first they were going to ask, but no, he's just getting new softballs. So 1 out. Runner advances second on the fielder's choice. Edie Davis, the first baseman up there. She's hitting .348, swings and misses. Now her sister, or I guess it's her sister, but Abby Davis on this team has 2 home runs. Edie just hitting .348 as a freshman. And that's a good batting average too. Runner on second, 1 out. That one off of the handle part of the bat, fouled off into the screen. Raines retrieves it. That flag blowing hard and out towards center field. Friends at second. 23rd pitch from Fair. Up a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The runner at second. Annalise Friend swung on, fouled off. Hanging tough in there is Davis, the hitter. This is Edie Davis. Infield, obviously, if it's hit on the ground, wants to make a play, knock it down, don't let it get through, but they want to get the out also. That one a little bit outside. I could have used the old Bob Euchre line just a little bit outside. That one a little further missing. May have been a temptation pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. Swing and a miss. That'll be the 3rd strikeout by Fair. And that brings up her counterpart, Reagan Wilburn, the pitcher. 3 strikeouts for Fair. Yesterday she had 8. This first pitch fouled off, makes the count 0-1. TCA cannot afford to miss these opportunities with that runner at second, that scoring position. Good speed down there in Friend. Some good arms in the outfield. I know yesterday she's not started today, but Reese Ann Sykes, that one a little outside. She threw a frozen rope and got a runner at third base yesterday. We know Polk and Brady both have good arms. In the infield, you got 2 cannons on the left side of the infield. A great pitch there. Wow. 2 balls, 1 strike to count, though. 2 outs. Fair really wants to get this pitch in there, but it drifts outside, makes it 3-1. The hitter is Wilburn. Wilburn hitting .250 on the season. She is an 8th grader. So with a 3-1 pitch, fouled off, and Rain says, good old mask. Of course, now everybody wears the hockey goalie style mask and stuff. As far as boy, that was one right down the caught, looking for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 person left on base. Score at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play is USJ 2, TCA nothing. Let's take a timeout on the USJ and Worthy Road Studios Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Kaufman's, we offer quality name brand home furnishings at very competitive prices. Expect outstanding customer service from Kaufman's appliance specialists. Visit our showroom to see the Kaufman's difference. Relax, you're home.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
Back at USJ's great softball field where we got district action in a game that's going to be hard fought today. USJ leading 2-0. Stepping up to the plate to lead off, Sierra West, fine fielding first baseman. She'll be followed by Davis and Timberlake. Timberlake in right field today. Davis at her traditional second base. Eighth grader, but she's going to be a very good pitcher. Reagan Wilburn. Slightly open stance by West. And the umpire says it did get the corner. Interesting call. I'm sitting right behind home plate. Upstairs does make a little difference. He's closer. Swinging strike 2. West behind 0-2 now. And you can tell that the pitcher, Wilburn's been fun to me. You'll hear her hand brush, and it'll make a popping sound sometime as she wheels around in the windmill part of this. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. Over to first. That scored 6-4. Smith to Davis for the first out of the inning. And it brings up Davis. Ella Davis. Freshman, hitting .304 coming into this game. Can slap, can bunt fairly well. Matter of fact, she can bunt quite well. We don't need to put that word fairly out there. Used to be a player in the majors called Ron Fairley. That pitch outside a ball. Second baseman will be covering. They were going to send the first or third baseman. Almost pulled a card out to introduce herself to the hitter. 1-ball pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. We'll see if they give her the green light on 2-0 or have Ella Davis taking. She's the 8th place hitter in the lineup. Wilburn's pitch fouled off, so it's 2-1. That one was good enough to go after, and she did evidently have the green light. Sometimes any coach will put a take sign on you with 2-0, but not always. Pitch count up to 21 pitches for Wilburn. That one inside. Oh, it didn't. It did catch the edge of that plate. It looked like it was coming inside. So that evens the count at 2-2. Davis will have to guard the plate now with 1 out, no runners on. Outfield straightaway in and left field. And they get her, the put out goes to the first baseman. It is a strikeout. Second out in the inning, Tegan Timberlake up there. Timberlake hitting .358. A lot of times in Major League Baseball, you put your worst hitter, but this one outside. But in softball, a good strategy is have somebody that can get on base, so the top of the order will have a chance to knock them in. And so that ninth spot where you really want somebody that's good at getting on the base, and that's what Tegan does. Her first appearance today, as we told you, .358. This one, though, hit right to the shortstop. 6-4, that's short to first. Those are the numbers, 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. And at the end of 2, USJ 2, TCA nothing. Will be coming back after this timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
Let me tell you about the American Dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management. Now coming to the plate, Emmy Bunch, number 17, hitting .385. She's an 8th grader. Bunch in left field today. Fair's pitch, fouled off, so it's 0-1. Up to that point, Fair had thrown 32 pitches, 23 of them strikes. That was her 33rd pitch, and it is a strike also. Oh, there's another one right there that you could have put a laser beam on it. It would have followed the beam, or the beam would have followed it, whichever way you want to call it. 0-2 the count. Got to guard the plate now. Emmy Bunch looking to get on. And she hits one deep. It may be, and I'm going to tell you what, Brady makes it look so smooth out there. She just ranged back there and made a big put out for the first out in the inning. Thought it might get over her head, but she was there. Very deceptive with her strides. Emma Groans coming to the plate. Where's number 19? She's an 8th grader. Both teams, again, I keep reminding you of it, but we got futures for both of these teams. That one kind of got away from fair. Her grip didn't look like that's how she wanted to release it, and that one kind of went high and inside. Those release points are so important for a softball pitcher. Where it comes out of your hand, where your foot is pointing and everything is important. And I bet you I can tell you what that one is. It's a strike. I didn't need to umpire for that one. But he is in charge of the game. Not that I'm kind of an umpire, used to, but that was so many moons ago that there are former students of mine older than how long ago it was. And there's another one of those, makes it 1-2. Emerson Fair, a very good pitcher, and when she is on, she's very on. Here's the 1-2 pitch from the circle. Fouled off. Groans hanging tough in there. One out in the inning after a fine catch by Brady in left field. 38 pitches by Emerson Fair. We're in the top of the third at USJ's beautiful field. This one popped up. West gives chase, but it's going to clunk or plunk down, whichever way you want to say it, right on top of the dugout. Great concession stands open here at the ballpark, as Harry Carey would say. It's a great day to play, and nothing like fun at the old ballpark. That one outside, evens the count at 2-2. Only playing one today. It's a district game. No JV game that I know of. 2-2 pitch. Hit, line drive coming on, and fields it, makes it close, but it's a base hit. Kind of went through the glove of the first baseman, so Groans is on at first with a single. Attempted to throw out, and this goes back to the top of the order, Abby Davis, number 22, 0 for 1. Davis has 2 home runs on the season, and she would love to get hold of one here. Davis, a junior, came into the game hitting 500, slightly under that right now. Wind really whipping up to left center. This one up in the air. Davis is going to take charge, gets it. She put it away, squeezed the mitt. A little semicircle over 4, meaning she popped to the second baseman. Second out, A.G. Smith, who grounded out to the first baseman unassisted the first time up. She's up there with 2 outs and a runner at first. And that one a strike. Smith hitting .333. Used to be a bicycle shop downtown in Jackson many moons ago called 333 Tire. You'll get a little extra trivia in these broadcasts too. This pitch outside. And as my compadre, who today is double duty it, running the scoreboard and making announcements, he said, "Coach, you are trivial. I was back there. I was living when that happened." This one drilled to center field. It's over Polk's head. It's going to come off the wall, and we told you she was a power hitter. Coach Kraft's going to hold the runner up, and it's probably a good thing because Halen Ayers handled the cutoff, but a strong double by Smith, who also has a couple of home runs to her credit this year. And now there's runners at second, third, 2 outs. And another young lady that has a home run and 10 RBIs, I believe. Come out, we'll check it. She has 7 RBIs, 1 home run, hitting .318. Hidrogo pops it foul. Catcher gives chase, but the screen wins the battle. It was too high up on the screen anyway to catch it cleanly. So 0-1 count to the center fielder, Riley Hidrogo. And that one is strike 2. You got to be swinging at Emerson Fair. You take too many of them and you'll get, she's good at nipping those corners and then coming back and jamming you inside. Checks her armband for the pitch from the circle. Temptation pitch just a little outside. One ball, 2 strike with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Pitch swung on and missed for the 3rd out of the inning. There were 2 runners left on base at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play. USJ 2 and TCA nothing. We'll be back on the softball, USJ Softball and Worthy Road Studios Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
And we are back in a white knuckler of a softball game. We're going into the bottom of the 3rd. USJ comes to bat, leading 2-0. We'll be back to the top of the order. Kinsley Brady, the left fielder, who's 0 for 1 as she grounded out her first time up. She'll be followed by Polk and Ayers with Prater if needed. 24 pitches thrown in 2 innings by Wilburn. She threw 14 strikes in those 24 pitches. And the umpire says strike 1. Some of them I have to hold my breath on a little bit. That's not a criticism. It just takes a little time to get the strike called. That one outside, evens the count at 1-1. See our crew from yesterday out in center field again cheering on the Lady Bruins. Love to see youthful involvement, supporting each other. From the circle, the 1-1 pitch. It's outside. Two and one to count. 27 pitches thrown by Wilburn so far. Young pitcher doing a good job. She's thrown her 3rd ball with 1 strike thrown, but still she's just an 8th grader and she shows great promise for the future. Just like Parker Nichols, our 8th grade pitcher, she showed you some great stuff the last game she pitched. Walks the hitter, and that Brady did what her job is. The job of the leadoff hitter is to get on base by hook, crook, and meaning error, walk, base hit, hit batsman, you just get on. This brings up, she's 0 for 0 because she walked and scored back in the first. Maddie Polk, the center fielder. Polk hitting .477. Ayers on deck. And she's going to drop more of a conventional bunt. If they don't use this term much anymore in baseball, they used to call that a dump bunt. Now, if she was dragging it, she would have drug it down the first baseline and a little wide at first, try to make that second baseman pick it up. But that one was dumping it down the third baseline. This one, left fielder came on, made a great play, and she's going to try to double up the runner, but throws it away. And the ball rolled up the line, so will advance. Boy, I'll tell you what, now Polk tattooed that one, but the left fielder, Bunch, made a great play out there. 1 out, the runner now on second on the overthrow, advancing on that error. Halen Ayers is up there. They don't show any inclination to Walker in this situation. Check the front foot and then the stride towards the pitcher. Let's see how the pitcher looks like they've shifted outside. And that time they nearly tattooed the pitcher. She brought it back up the middle. That'll score a run. And for Halen Ayers, that may be her 29th RBI. I'll check that. Brady scores. It's a 3-0 contest.
Now batting number 2,
And that's one of those solid hit balls that makes you kind of want to dance. And you say, I'm glad I got the mask on and it didn't hit me anywhere else. Because it didn't hit in the mask, but that's a worm killer. You know, that's one of those that's scorching balls on the ground. Prater up there. She drills one, but it's to the shortstop. They go to second. And the slide keeps the double A. So fielder's choice. Prater on by fielder's choice. They go 6-4 on the put out for the second out. And Raines comes up. Raines got on the last time she was up. 0 for 1 because she got on by an error. Staling, Prater looks like she's got that one sliding in. A cloud of dust and a hearty high-o silver as the cloud goes out into the outfield. Looking for the Lone Ranger to show up. 3-0. We're in the third. USJ holds the lead. 2 outs in the inning. A runner at second. 1 ball the count. Wilburn on the pitching plate. That one fouled off. You heard it ping off the aluminum or metal poles. They have an aluminum alloy to them, but they're a lot stronger than aluminum. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Raines would love to drive this runner in. Raines has 10 RBIs on the season. That one low. Looks like Prater's going to advance standing up. Catcher tried to get to it quickly, but couldn't get quick enough to even make a play. Now a lot of things happen. An error, a base hit, wild pitch, pass ball. That could bring a runner in. With a 2-1 count, Wilburn wants to throw strikes here. 36 pitches. Drill, but the shortstop, and she has done a magnificent job. 6-4 for the third out. And Smith, A.G. Smith, what a job she's done there at shortstop. She's handled her position quite well today. But 1 big run scores, making the score 3-0. We'll be back after this timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
12 years and 0 worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating & Air's limited-time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating & Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well... no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Top of the fourth, game moving right along. Annalise Friend coming up to the plate. USJ leads 3-0. The line score for TCA, no runs, 3 hits, 3 errors now. They only got 2, but there's the third error has happened. USJ's line score, 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And there's a strike. We'll check at the end of this inning and give you the pitch strike count for Fair. She throws a lot of strikes in there. Umpire doesn't move and says it's a ball. One and one. Infield pretty well at normal depth. Outfield straight away to Annalise Friend, who's a good hitter and defensive player. Pops this one foul out of play. Creates a lot of excitement for the youngsters out in the crowd. So a 1 ball, 2 strike count to the leadoff hitter in the top of the fourth, Annalise Friend. As we told you earlier, pretty fair basketball player too. I think the umpire says she's out, and he does. We'll count that. That is counted as a strikeout. So Friend is the first out of the inning. 4 strikeouts for Emerson Fair. Brings up Tinley Allen, who was on with a fielder's choice back in the second. Shows bunt, drops it down, it's foul. I know she's thinking to herself, if I just angle the bat a little more towards the pitcher, I might have got it down. But that's what it's all about, learning. Sometimes you don't do it exactly like you want to. You come in with a 1 strike count and 1 out. Fair from the circle. That one tied her up a little bit, 0-2 as it came inside. Fair very good at moving that ball around, has a rise ball, a fastball, a changeup. And I think every once in a while she'll throw a little movement pitch, a breaking ball. That one outside, that was one of those temptation pitches. Just like the old song back in the 60s or 50s, top 40s, Temptation Eyes. They tempt your eyes, want you to swing at it, but it's not a strike. Good discipline by the hitter. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. 2 Ks in the inning, 2 outs. 5th strikeout for Emerson Fair. Actually 6 strikeouts. I'll check it and make sure. Officially 1-2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 here. We'll get the strikeouts accounted. That's a strike there. That one popped, could be, it might be, it is a home run. And that one, she got all of it. This is Edie Davis, cuts that to a 2-run lead. And her teammates are excited for. The young freshman who was hitting .348 pops a home run. And for me, I don't get to see every one of the games. That's the first home run I've seen Emerson Fair give up. So an RBI on the home run. It's a 3-1 game now. The last game was a shutout, and that gives lots of encouragement to the TCA dugout. Brings up Reagan Wilburn. Swing and a miss on that first pitch. Fair took just a little off of it. Here's the pitch. Good old helmet. Nothing intentional but a hit batsman. Put a runner at first. Let's see if they courtesy run, and you can for the pitcher. And they are. We'll see who the courtesy runner in is. Emmy Bunch, wearing 17, comes to the plate. Made a really fine catch a while ago. Runner on first after the hit batsman. Emmy Bunch up there with 2 outs, 0 for 1. Runner that time, Raines gave her a look. Of course, the senior not back behind the plate today. Raines does a great job receiving. This one fouled off, so it's 1-1. Not sure if that's Charlie Britton down at first base, but it may be running for Wilburn. That one outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 run is in. Home run, I told you the wind is blowing out today, but she got all of it anyway. It would have gotten out of here with no wind. This pitch gets away, and that is Britton advancing to second. Most important thing is to focus on the hitter. Don't let the ball get through the infield. If you can't catch it cleanly, knock it down. Don't let it get through. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Emmy Bunch at the plate. Flied out her last time up. Britton running for Wilburn down at second. Drilled. And I'm going to tell you what, that one's going to get away, but it was going to be a hit anyway. The runner is held at third. West didn't handle the ball cleanly, might still have been an out. We'll see how the official scores that one here in just a moment. Groans, who had a very hard single back in the 3rd inning up there at the plate. 2 runners on. There's runners in scoring position. Fair's thrown 67 pitches, I believe. That's unofficial. We'll get you an official count in a moment. And they called. There's that base hit I was telling you about. There's the second hit. 2 runs are going to score, and this is going to be a tie ball game with a big 3rd inning RBI single. One of those not an earned run, one is. So Groans at first. We've got a tie ball game, new ball game now. Turns into a real white knuckler, and that brings up the top of the order, and Abby Davis, who has home run power. USJ has been out hit so far in this contest. Two strikes now on the batter, and this is a good hitter, Davis, with home run power. She fouls this one off. That pitch may have been up a little bit. She didn't get the swing she wanted, and Fair didn't get the placement she wanted, but it doesn't hurt anybody. We'll do the 0-2 pitch again with 1 runner on after that base hit by Emma Groans. Fouled off, hanging tough after 2 strikes. Abby Davis, a junior, came into the game hitting .500. That pitch high and outside. Mid pop sounded hard, but it wasn't close then. TCA 3, USJ 3. The pitch again goes outside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Missing outside. And here comes the tail pitch. After it's released, the runner will be running. It's 3-2. 2 outs. Don't know what the call is, but the yeah, it's ball 3. If he walked her on 3 pitches, you know, Charlie Davis that used to own Charles O. Davis, O stood for owner, that owned the A's, wanted him to reduce it to 3 balls and 2 strikes in the major leagues at one time. And taking away from the tradition of 4 balls and 3 strikes. And sometimes that little indicator, you slide it over and I think now on a crew, most crews, the base umpire also keeps an indicator, and so we return the runner to first. Davis comes back to the plate with a 3-ball, 2-strike count, 2 outs. The payoff pitch from Fair. Hit to right field. Coming in on it. Will it drop? It does. Picked up. They throw to first. No good. The runner advances on the throw to first. So a single. And TCA has found their hitting shoes here in the 4th inning. Runners at first and third. Let's see if they run here. Scoring in the inning is Davis, the runner for Wilburn, and Bunch. Groans at third. Davis at first. "76 pitches. That's more than Fair threw yesterday. There's the strike. I don't see any. Of course, I'm blocked off part of the area that they could be throwing in the USJ bullpen, but no action down there. 2 runners on with 2 outs and a strike. Tie game at 3. The umpire, we waited. Chewed a pack of gum. He says strike 2. Here's the pitch. Umpire says got her right over that outside edge for the strikeout. So Smith strikes out, but there were 3 big runs that were scored, including a home run by Edie Davis. And the score at the end of 3.5 innings of play, TCA 3, USJ 3. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th after this.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Well, an exciting top of the 4th for TCA as they picked up 3 runs on 3 hits, left 2 on. USJ committed their first error. Here's one fouled off. Right down the first baseline. First baseman handles that one. Returns it to the pitcher, so no ball. 1 strike count on Emerson Fair, wanting to get something going to get her team back in front. She can help her own cause. Wilburn's 0-1 pitch on the way. Got under it a little bit too much, popped it foul. It'll hit the dugout and bounce harmlessly back to earth. So a no ball, 2 strike count. Emerson Fair, the hitter. Fair hitting .291. Outside for a ball. She's 0 for 1 officially today. 1-2. Wilburn went outside, took a little off of that one. Let's see if she comes back to the outside of the plate or jams her inside. From the circle, the 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to Smith. Smith takes it on the big hop, guns it over to first for the out. 1 out in the inning. Smith's been a busy young lady, but she's handled her chances well. Coming to the plate, the junior, number 18, Sierra West. West grounded out to said shortstop, A.G. Smith the last time. That's Avery Grace Smith, just an 8th grader. Good softball player. First pitch to West, misses outside. So it'll be a 1 ball, no strike count, 1 out. USJ needing base runners. They only have 2 hits in a game. TCA has 6 hits. The last game, kind of a reversal. TCA only had 2 hits, and USJ had multiple hits. The umpire says she went around. I didn't see if he checked with the first base umpire. So it's 1-1 to count. Sierra West up there. Got that open stance. Lead foot will stride towards the pitcher, Wilburn. Wilburn likes to pop that glove down on her leg. And that's the big pop you hear. There's a small brush sound made. Sometimes she has a pretty good release. Thrown 46 pitches so far. 2-1 count. And that swing missed. That was kind of tied her hands up. It's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. 1 out. Davis on deck. West wants to get something started right here. Wilburn wants to get her out. And a strikeout for the second out.
Now batting number 20, Ella Davis.
Ella Davis coming up there. Ella 0 for 1. I believe that is the second strikeout by Wilburn. Hitting left-handed with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Tie score. Walks up like she's going to slap third baseman, playing slap defense. Shortstop's adjusted. Left fielder in just a step. Deep and right. She'll probably go into left or left center if and when she does hit it. And that one's going to get through. A good piece of hitting. She took it to left center field, and you can't beat that for a hit. She's on with 2 outs, and that will bring up Tegan Timberlake, who grounded out her last time up. Timberlake wears number 1, playing first base today, or actually right field, because West is on first. Tegan can play all over the field. She's going to bunt. It's foul. Runner will go back. You just want to bunt this one slightly to the right of the first baseman because second baseman is committed to covering. Third is ready to run up and shake hands and introduce herself. Here's the pitch. Straight back, goes to the pitcher. She has to hold up, and it's going to be a base hit. Aggressive base running. Davis is in there. The ball gets away, and she is headed to the plate, and she'll make it. And also the runner advancing to second. So a bunt single Davis scores all the way from first.
Now batting number 6, Kinsley.
4-3, USJ has retaken the lead in the bottom of the fourth, and this brings up the top of the order. Kinsley Brady, who is officially 0 for 1 with a walk and scored in the previous inning. 4-3, USJ leading. A lot of hard work for that run. This one's going to be fouled off, and that flare towards left field, I know it was slicing away, but if it's fair, we get to play my favorite game, track meet, on a baseball field. We're running to hand off that baton. Probably an unusual way of describing it, but everybody would be full throttle. The 0-1 pitch, Wilburn steps up onto the pitching plate from the circle. Up in the air. Bunch has handled all the other chances. She looks professional handling that one for the third out. But USJ picked up one big run, and they got it off of 2 hits, and they have retaken the lead at the end of 4. 4-3. We'll be back on the ball game Blitz.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At Chuck Hutton Nissan, every vehicle's on the clock because our goal is simple. No car stays on the lot for more than 21 days. That's right, 21 days to find a buyer, make a deal, and move it on down the road. That means larger inventory, more incentives, and faster deals. If it's on the lot, it's going fast because at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson, 21 days is the goal. Come see us at Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 82 on Van Drive, Jackson.
Back for the fifth, an exciting game so far. White Knuckler 1-run lead, USJ Hidrago at the plate. She's had 1 home run this year, has a good average, but she's 0 for 2 in this contest. That pitch, a strike. Emerson Fair on the mound. West, Davis, Ayers, and Prater in the infield for USJ. Fouled off for strike 2. Outfield, Timberlake. In center, Polk. Left field, Brady. Catching today, Lauren Raines. Two-strike pitch from Fair. Fouled off. It'll get over. Well, it actually die and hit the screen very high, so no play on it. Two good teams. Their predecessors for both teams have been to the state tournament several times. Both of these teams have won state championships. USJ back in 2010 and 12. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Popped up. West draws a bead, has to fight the sun a little bit, and gets that one for the first out. Brings up Annalise Friend. 1 out.
Now batting number 12, Annalise Friend.
And back in the fourth, all of that run scoring for TCA happened after 2 outs. So 1 out on the pop-up. Friend is 1 for 2. Left-handed hitter fouls this one off the third base side over the screen. Baseball team not playing today. They had a spirited practice. I believe there's a soccer game a little later today, maybe a JV game with it. The 0-1 pitch. High. 85 pitches for Emerson Fair. For her at this point in the game, a little bit of a high pitch count. Fouled off. It's 1-2. Friend trying to protect the plate. Coach Ayers giving a series of signals. Emerson Fair and her teammates knows what they mean. That pitch, release point a little high, may have been a rise ball too. A little hard to tell because they held on to it a little longer. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fair with the 2-2 pitch. High, runs it to 3-2. And I think I've seen more 3-2 counts than I know I have than I did yesterday. On deck is number 10 for them. Polk says, I've got it, I'll handle it, and catches it. And you know that's kind of like money in the bank. But remember, there were 2 outs in the last inning when everything broke loose. Coming to the plate, Tinley Allen, a .296 hitter and a freshman. See, she's going to crowd the plate just a little bit, backed off some, but now she opens up, steps that 1 foot out, which causes time. And a little friendly chit-chat up there. Most of these players know each other quite well. Umpire kind of walks out of there and says ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Everybody at pretty well normal depth straight away. Here's one drilled up the middle for a base hit, and Allen's on. And like I told you in the last inning, this is where it all started, was with 2 outs. Tinley Allen on. She's now 1 for 3. That brings up the home run hitting Edie Davis, who is 1 for 2 today, but she hit that home run and got her own self in, obviously, with the RBI. A very productive young player, freshman. Came in the game hitting over 300. That pitch outside. In the top of the 5th, the way this one is going, looks like we're destined to go 7 tonight. Two outs with a wind blowing out again. There's that healthy cut, fouled off. And Davis, just a freshman, she'll be a pretty good home run hitter before she graduates. Fouls this one off the handle, makes it 1-2 with that runner on first. The runner at first is Allen. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at first. Davis at the plate. Fair from the circle. Foul tipped it. He got back to the screen, so we'll do it again. Right fielder and first base and second are all for both teams fighting the sun a little bit. Just a little outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Only 1 runner on. That is Allen. She's poised to run. And field will get back on their toes when Fair's ready to pitch. Outfield ready to move. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 3, and that will end the threat in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 person left on base. At the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, USJ 4, TCA 3. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios and USJ Softball Network.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zaxos, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
An exciting white knuckler, a tight ball game, 4-3, USJ leading going into the bottom of the fifth. USJ will bring up Maddie Polk, Halen Ayers, and L.K. Prater, reigns if needed. Third base is in because Polk is a very good slap hitter. She's more of a power slap hitter. Pitch outside. I believe her and Ayers have not been caught stealing, so Maddie just like to get on by any method possible. Walk, error, hit batsman, she'll even take that. This one popped, Bunch comes on, makes the play, has to jump a little bit, but a good play, one out. Ayers comes up with the bases empty. Line score so far, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for USJ, 3 runs, 6 hits, but 4 big errors for TCA. Ayers 2 for 2 so far. They'll pitch her very carefully this time, especially with the bases empty. They can take a few more chances. They really don't want to put her on, but they would if they had to. 1 ball, no strike. Let's see if she gets one she likes and can turn on it. That one outside, and I think they're trying to keep it out of her wheelhouse. But teams have been known to go 2, even 3 outside and come back and jam you on your fist. 2 balls, no strikes. Ayers ready, waiting the pitch. Interesting. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wilburn's pitch misses outside, 3-1. And I would be very surprised if, unless it's a mistake pitch, that Ayers sees anything worth hitting on this pitch. 3-1 to count with 1 out, no runners on. Outfield deep, infield back. Here's one, it'll get through. Pitcher made an attempt at it, and that's all she could do because that one was getting out of here or at least bouncing quicker than a hiccup overhead. Okay, L.K. Prater coming up to the plate. Runner at first. L.K. 0 for 2 today. Don't know if she would take a pitch. If it's too good, she won't take it, but you got to give Ayers time to work a little bit. Friend's got a good arm behind the plate. I would say, let's see who's probably going to cover. And she's going. Well, they got the second baseman behind, and the first, that one hit, and that hits the old funny bone, and it's not funny when it hits like that. They'll give her a chance to walk it off after stealing that one. Yep. When it hits in the patella, that's the kneecap, folks. A cartoon we used to have on TV, national TV. Quick Draw McGraw said, "That's smarts, Baba Louie." And that was his sidekick, Baba Louie. Bringing back for all of the older people a lot of memories with some of these trivial things. Steve Beverly, who used to do a lot of USJ's games, he loves those classic cartoons and TV shows. Steve's still working some here in Jackson through the electronic facilities for E+6. This is Worthy Road Studios, of course. We've worked with E+6 some too. Drilled. This will score Ayers. I don't care if she got hit in the patella. Her speed is unmatched. RBI single for L.K. Prater, the Delta State signee. And that adds to the lead, makes it 5-3. Range will be coming up here. Lauren Range came into this game hitting .279. Single and an RBI for Prater for that first hit. Hadrago comes on and makes a fine running catch for the second out. Good effort out there, but she gave that kind of effort on the basketball floor. Emerson Fair with a chance to help herself right here. She's been spotted a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. She'd like to get that runner home. A very capable hitter. Hits right-handed, throws left-handed. Came in hitting .291. She's 0 for 2, though, today. This one's probably going to drop. It does. It'll be first and third, a little bit of a bobble, but they're going to – and they that time I'm not so sure that the runner, Prater, didn't run through the stop sign, but she scored. Aggressive base running will do that for you.
Now batting number 18, Sierra West.
6-3. Fair helps her own cause by driving the run in. And I can't tell, but it looks like Jared I was writing in my scorebook because of the RBI. It is. I get good help. Love my press box crew. There's a pitch for a ball. 65 pitches thrown by Wilburn, and I will double check, but my last count had Fair throwing 97 pitches for 64 strikes, which is way ahead of our usual schedule of pitches. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Drilled up the middle. Will it get through? Yes, it does, no doubt about it. And we're going to have a play at third, and they got her. So it's a base hit, but they got Fair at third. Nice throw from the center fielder. Third out. That ends the inning, but USJ picks up two more big runs and leads 6-3 over TCA. We'll be back after this timeout.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner.
We are back. Wilburn leading it off. Would like to help her own cause here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss on that pitch. Been informed by text message that we have a couple of distinguished guests watching and listening to this. We'll tell you who they are in a few moments. Pitch outside. Actually, the distinguished guests are Princess Leia and Baby Yoda watching, and that is fact. I'm not making that up. They are not from Star Wars. They're named after Star Wars. Matt Horton, though, a former coach from West Tennessee, coaches up in Claiborne County, is also watching today. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, unless I'm off somewhere. And I could be. 100 pitches thrown by Emerson Fair so far, and I don't remember in a game I've called her throwing 100 pitches. Swung on, missed, popped out of the catcher's glove. Raines throws to first, and it gets away, so the runner is safe. The pitcher still gets the strikeout, but it doesn't count as an out. The runner is on first. You have an E2. That's an error on the throw by the catcher. And with a runner, that's the second error made by the USJ team. Reagan Wilburn going to run for herself. Emmy Bunch is up there. Bunch scored back in the fourth. That dropped third strike. I know the Brooklyn Dodgers lost to the New York Yankees one year on a drop third strike. That pitch is strike. Tommy Hendricks was at bat for the Yankees. The pitch got away from Owen, the catcher. This one fouled off for strike two, and the Yankees went on to win that game 7-4, I believe, a long time ago. We're here in the top of the sixth. USJ holding a 6-3 lead. It's been tied at 3. Took a little off of it, got the hitter. Bunch out in front. And officially, Bunch is 0 for 2. That was scored an error back in the fourth. She got on. She did score. And scoring is important. It's a team game. You want to pile up stats, but if you get on, it helps. That one got that corner. I mean, edge, dotted line edge. So the first official out, even though it's another strikeout. Emma Groans, who's sporting 2 for 2 today, and she has been big in this lineup today, even though hitting in the 9th spot. Infield looking for 2 with 1 out. Umpire's arm must be tired. I had to look over the front of the press box to see he did throw the right hand out there for a strike. It's hot today. The 0-1 pitch, drilled on the ground. They'll let Ayers take it. Crow hop step, the long throw got her. And Kaylin Ayers has a very, very good arm. 2 outs in the inning, but the runner advances. Wilburn down to second. That's considered a fielder's choice. That'll bring Abby Davis up there. And remember, Davis is capable of the long ball. Davis has 2 home runs this year. Didn't get a chance to check her RBI totals. Interesting. Close. Wish my razor shaved that close, but it's a ball. Popped up in the air. Davis thumps it, says, I got it, takes it. Third out of the inning. There were no runs, no hits, but 1 player left on base. And at the end of 5.5 innings of play, USJ 6-3 over TCA. Let's take another timeout.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime.
Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And 1, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Back as TCA, Trinity Christian Academy, changes pitchers. Journey Graves, also an 8th grader, so they've got 2 fine pitchers. This one left-handed, gives you a little different look, a little different ball movement coming in there. Don't have her pitching stats, but Wilburn went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 base on balls, 2 strikeouts. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. And Ella Davis leading off. She'll be followed by Timberlake and then the top of the order. USJ would like to add a couple of runs at least. Here's the pitch from the left-hander. A bunt attempted. Strike 1. TCA has shown why they are a very good hitting crew. They came in this game with a .317 average. Our average at USJ, .348. Umpire says that one's inside, leaving the count at 1-1. Abby Davis, the third baseman, up there close. The infield is Edie Davis. And there's one hopper back to the pitcher. Over to first, pulls her off, but the footwork was good by Davis. There's 1 out in the inning. Tegan Timberlake comes to the plate. Timberlake had a single her last time up at the plate. 1 for 2. Umpire calls it a strike. Catcher framed it so well. It's 0-1. And like I said, a little different look from a left-hander. This one is kind of popped Texas Leaguer into center field for a base hit. And I told you it's very important that 9th place hitter in baseball or in the major leagues or something, she wouldn't be a 9th place hitter, but you got to have a young lady that can get on base in that nice spot for the top of the order. Brady comes up with a runner on first and 1 out. Off to the races and stealing second, actually a pass ball probably. So now a runner at second base in scoring position. Brady up there with a 1-ball, no strike count. She's capable of bunting. She can slap to left center or left field. She dropped a dandy one, and there's going to be no play. Coach Ayers holds the runner wisely, and the bunter, Brady, and that was a great bunt. Second baseman couldn't get there in time for it. So Brady's at second, Timberlake at third. 2 runners on. Maddie Pope is up there. Brady now 1 for 2 on the night. Pope scored back in the first. She's 0 for 2 officially. I think the catcher, and she's doing a good job. I think she might have influenced the umpire a little bit. He called it a strike, or at least put his hand up like it was. Talking to some of the crew in the press box, asked me about that. She offers at it. That'll make it strike 2 if that first pitch, it was an unusual. Usually the arm either goes out to the right, left, or they point a finger to tell you it was too high or something. Not necessarily mechanically proper. Now we know that there's at least 1 ball. Hot day, high sky, a little cloud or a few clouds in it. This one drilled. It's a base hit. It'll score 1. They're going to challenge Bunch's arm, and I think, well, it's just a little offline. 2 runs will score, and a good piece of hitting, a good piece of place hitting by Maddie Polk. She gets to second on the throw. Got a base hit, 2 RBIs.
Now batting your shortstop, Halen Ayers.
Makes it 8-3, even if TCA loaded it and somebody hit a grand slam home run. That doesn't mean you're going to win by one, but it would keep it with USJ still in the lead. Halen Ayers up there with one out. Ayers 3 for 3. Make it 4 for 4. Ayers is going to rumble into second on the throw, but that's a base hit.
Batting number 2, L.K. Prater.
L.K. Prater coming up there. L.K. had a big single back in the 5th, also scored a run in that inning. 2 runners on, only one out. Prater going to Delta State. Of course, Polk going to UTM to play. This one up in the air, but she got around on it a little too fast. That one had potential if it was straight. But you know what Don Meredith and him said on Monday Night Football, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Can't deal with the ifs. Got to have solid stuff, but a good hitter at the plate and a great fielder and great catcher too. Takes a strike, but she's a good 2-strike hitter usually. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, 1 out. Prater 1 for 3 at the plate. Outfield straight away and deep. Here's one drilled. It's going to get through. I know, well, 2. There's no doubt about that. 2 are going to score. And that gives it a little cushion that USJ has really wanted. 7-run lead right now at 10-3. Prater delivers her second straight hit, a second straight RBI hit. Lauren Raines, the catcher, who's caught a good game up at the plate, right-handed hitter. This one up in the air. It drops, but you had to kind of hesitate a little bit. And Prater, smart thing. First hit for Raines. She advances her teammate. Emerson Fair has a chance right here to do some serious damage with 2 runners on and only 1 out. Wants to avoid the double play. Going to have a courtesy runner for Raines, which is smart strategy. She can go ahead and get her gear on. And I want to say that's Reese Ann Sykes running down there. The ponytail kept me from seeing, but I believe that's 5 on her back. Graves on the mound. Has thrown 16 pitches, her 17th one. That's a 2 ball, but that time I think they'll score an error. 1 run will score, making it 11-3. Runners at first and second. We'll see how the official score scores it. Looked like an error. Emerson Fair will get a courtesy runner this time. Jarrett going into courtesy run. Oh, they scored it a single. Okay. So we'll change that. Pitch outside, 11-3. 1 out. Now, if USJ could get 2 more runs, it would be the 10-run rule. $18 pitches by Graves. Good young left-handed pitcher. Brings that one a little high. And like I said, they've got 2 very good 8th grade pitchers on this TCA team. A lot of exciting softball in this area for the next few years. USJ's got a lot of young players too. The 2-0 pitch popped up in the air. Let's see if it's outfield. They won't call. And this time the runner gets doubled off, so a fly out converted into a double play. And that ends the inning, but it's 11-3 with USJ on top. We'll come back for the exciting 7th inning on Worthy Road Studios and USJ Softball. Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
And a good question came to me also on my text line. The reason I will change scoring is the game changer here is hooked up to the official score, and not everybody's scores won the same. TCA up in the 7th with A.G. Smith, finds shortstop, hitting. Emerson Fair has gone all the way for USJ. Had kind of a tough 4th inning, but worked out of that and has settled down. This one popped foul. We need the old fishnet to stick out there. But it was caught inside the ballpark, so 1 out in the top of the 7th. That just reminded me that when we do get one over the screen, I need to have the net. Riley Drogo coming up there, and she has played a very good center field today. She's 0 for 3, but she's a very capable hitter, has one of TCA's home runs. Umpire likes that outside corner and call that one a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, no runners on. Off the handle of the bat, pop foul into the screen, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. Emerson Fair checks her armband, steps to the pitching plate in the circle, comes to the plate with it. Okay, that time we got strike 3, and then the hand shot out there. I could hear the strike 3. So another strikeout. We'll have game totals coming up on the post-game show in a few moments. 2 outs. Annalise Friend coming up to the plate. Friend 1 for 3 today, has caught a very good game. Fouls that one off. Nice healthy cut. That one, 2 strikes. I'm definitely waiting now and making sure. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Friend wants to keep this inning going. 7-run, or actually 8-run lead now for USJ. The umpire says, no, that one missed. Must have been a little low. One ball, 2 strikes. Everybody at normal depth straight away in the outfield. Friend at the plate. Fair's pitch. High and outside. Wind whipping up. .117th pitch. 2-2 or 3-2 actually now. .3-2 the count, 2 outs. Friend wants to get on by any means necessary to keep this inning going for her team. Pops it up, it'll be out of play. Just over our wonderful lights that we don't need today because it is bright even with some clouds out there. This is supposed to be partly cloudy. I'd say we got more sun than we got clouds. Swing and a miss. That will end the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors in this inning. No one left on base. The final score, USJ 11 and TCA 3. We're going to take a timeout, come back with stats in the postgame show.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime.
Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
At Kaufman's, we offer quality name brand home furnishings at very competitive prices. Expect outstanding customer service from Kaufman's appliance specialists. Visit our showroom to see the Kaufman's difference. Relax, you're home.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We are back after an early in the first 4 or 5 innings, a white knuckler of a game. USJ got out on top 2-0, then made it 3-1. Or actually, TCA came back and cut it to 3-1, a 2-run lead. It was tied up in the fourth, and then USJ did all the scoring the rest of the way. Halen Ayers collected 4 hits and 4 at-bats for the USJ team and led them to a big win. Everybody contributed in some way, though. Ayers doubled in the first, singled in the third, singled in the fifth, and singled in the sixth. Emerson Fair struck out 13 batters on the day. She gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, and walked none in 7 innings of pitching. And, of course, Trinity Christian Academy, as we told you, tied the game in the fourth. A solo home run by Edie Davis and a single by Emma Groans. A single by Tegan Timberlake later gave University School of Jackson a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the fourth. And, of course, USJ scored 5 runs on 7 hits in the bottom of the sixth. Maddie Polk singled, scoring 2 runs. Laura Kate Prater singled, scoring 2 runs. And Fair singled, scoring 1 run. Reagan Wilburn took the loss. The young hurler, who's an 8th grader, went 5 innings, gave up 6 runs. 3 of them were earned on 8 hits, striking out 2 and walking 2. University School Lady Bruins amassed 15 hits, much like they did yesterday. Prater provided some pop there in the middle of the lineup, especially in the late innings, driving in some runs. Fair and Timberlake, in addition to Ayers, also scored multiple hits. And my notes kind of got moved by me accidentally, but Groans went 2 for 3, and she had Emma Groans had a great night, and I believe Emma, if I am correct, is just an 8th grader. So she had a big night tonight, going 2 for 3. TCA turned in 2 double plays. Lady Bruins play at home again on Thursday, and we'll get you a couple of quick pitching stats here from the box score. But the line scores were Trinity, 3 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors. University School of Jackson, 11 runs, 15 hits. They committed 1 error. We told you that Emerson Fair went all the way, 7 innings pitched. She struck out 13. She threw 119 pitches, 86 of them were for strikes. She faced 31 batters. For TCA, Wilburn went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 base on balls, 2 walks. Graves came on, pitched 1 inning, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. Didn't walk anybody, but didn't strike out anybody. Wilburn threw 66 pitches, 39 of them strikes. Graves threw 20 pitches, 14 of them were strikes. Batters faced: Wilburn 25, Graves 9. And that brings us to the final score of USJ 11. And also 3 for the TCA Lady Lions. I want to thank Ben and Jacob, a great crew. Paul Schultze, our executive director. And, of course, I'll be back to do the Jackson Christian and USJ game. That's senior night. We'd like you to be here. Bring your phones, listen to the game while you're in the stands, or tell people. This broadcast on YouTube, I think you can also find a link on the USJ Facebook page to get it to YouTube. And for the guys who did such great work, for both teams who hustled and gave you an outstanding game, and we want to thank both coaches, administrations. But it is time to say thanks for your time this time till we see you the next time. Good night, all.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.